Hey everybody, it's Brandy from Marijuana. Oh my God. So I wanted to talk about this is fucked up, but using marijuana daily, it says that it may put you at a risk, or like at a higher risk for psychosis. Um, Here are my thoughts on that. Here in Pennsylvania, um, I think one, because it's not legalized and people are just buying marijuana, wherever you can get it, type thing, means you don't know who the fuck you're getting it from. For the most part, I got the same person, same, not same shit, but I fuck with the same person. Um, and they smoke too, so I don't have to worry about, are they gonna give me whatever, because they're gonna smoke first, and then if they get fucked up, then guess what? I won't be buying that shit. So basically, that's what I do. So anyway, my going back to this, having a psychotic episode or psychosis, you know, happens because they're smoking weed. Well, first off, okay, weed, pot, marijuana, Mary Jane, whatever the fuck you want to call it, has been around for a very, 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 very long time. It was mentioned in the Bible, and all these other religious texts. However, uh, you know, it's been around before that too. So it's been around since the creation of the universe, okay? I should have my 8-year-old son Trevor explain that to you, but I'm not going to because that's a whole other video. Anyway, so they had a new study that was published saying that consuming weed on a daily using high potency cannabis is associated with a higher risk of psychosis. Well, I definitely don't believe that to be true. Hold on, my freaking kid's calling me. All right, so anyway, um, yeah, so going back to this, saying that if you smoke weed on a daily basis, that you're gonna become, I guess, like psychotic, or you'll fucking start tripping. Listen, I smoked weed for a long motherfucking time, and I've never tripped, okay? Now, I ain't never hallucinated, uh, where you start hearing things or seeing things, like hearing voices. Yeah, I don't, whatever these people are fucking smoking, it's not weed. Okay? It's not weed. It's probably like a synthetic fucking eat your face type shit. It's not weed. I don't give a fuck. Now, what it could be though too is that these individuals that are smoking marijuana, maybe like their intent, okay? Maybe their intent is to like see things or like associate spiritualism or seeing like hallucinations as a experience, and that's certainly not the case. um I just think that you're testing the wrong individuals. I think that a lot of those people don't know where they're getting their marijuana from. That's my belief on that. They're saying that during an episode of psychosis, an individual might have altered perceptions. For example, they might have hallucinations where they're seeing a thing or hearing voices, that they might have a false belief system. Studies also found that people who smoke weed daily were 3 times more likely to have a psychotic episode. And the use of high potency weed every day almost doubled for those odds. Actually, and another thing, I think what these people are associating with marijuana and smoking is that it's not hallucinations, okay? It's not really tripping when you take CBD or whatever, and the cannabinoids, the what that is activating, like your body is producing DMT. It's like the CBD or the THC or something, like fucking activates that shit. So that's my feeling on that. Now, I'm not a scientist. I was a medical assistant. I still am, but I'm a sham. I'm a stay-at-home mom slash medium slash psychic slash tarot reader slash all kinds of things. So and like I said, I smoke pot on a daily. I ain't never ever ever seen some shit. So what y'all are smoking because y'all was tripping wasn't weed. And maybe if it was, y'all some low negative type energies. So that's y'all's fault. That ain't mine. You scientists or people that are experimenting these people need to go get better people. So they're smoking fake shit, dude, and they're making it bad for the rest of us. There's nothing wrong with marijuana. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna sit here and smoke this with you on here. You let me know if you think I'm fucking hallucinating, okay? So anyway, getting back to this dumb shit. The study defines high potency cannabis as having more than 10% THC. Okay, I can get that, but I don't understand how whether you smoke like a really high THC level weed or whatever the synthetic is, how that makes you see shit. I don't get it. So I would think as a daily pot smoker that if I smoke a really high end brand, just say it was all medical, straight medical, got it straight from the pharmas, okay? If it's a good grade, I'm gonna hit it like 3 times and be done because I don't smoke like that. I smoke to release my anxiety so I can calm my brain, to calm my synapses, my firing of my nervous, like your thoughts, your this, your that, just to slow it down a little bit. It's still fast, but it's a little bit slower. So I would imagine that maybe what's going on are these people are slowing their shit down so low that it's like almost into a meditative type state or like a body high, like an indica. Um, and to where they're just like fucking zoned out or zonked out. And then when they're meditating or whatever in that state, then they're like channeling, they're picking up on these other energies or frequencies, vibrations, blah, 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 blah. So that's what I would imagine that is what's going on. Yes, it can affect dopamines and whatnot, but I think it all has to do with the individual. I really don't think it has to do with the strain. I think that these people that hopefully that they're interviewing, that they're claiming that they're getting their information from, have had a workup done in the past. Like I know that I am bipolar and ADHD and ADD and OCD and ODD and blah, blah, blah. But those are just labels that they stick on you to, like they label your symptoms, okay? But you have to know yourself and like get down like to the deep seated type shit. So that might all have a lot to do with the person that they are investigating or whatever you want to call it. That's what I think. So, marijuana was classified as a Schedule 1 drug by the FDA, and it hasn't been studied completely. So I think that if we would be more inclined to know the backstory of an individual before we just say, okay, here we know you smoke this and this, that. How do you know? You don't know. Now, listen, I'd be willing to fucking participate in one of those studies. You know what I mean? Like, hit me up. Like, I'll come smoke your fucking weed. One, as long as I see you hit the same fucking shit first. Two, I get to roll my own shit because, you ain't gonna be trying to get no roofie and then trying to fix my results. Cause, whether I smoke 2 hits of a good ass thing of a blunt or a joint versus I hit it 20 times, I am not gonna eat your face off. I am not gonna see somebody fucking floating around, like I said, I think that it just has a lot to do with the individual that's smoking. But that's my opinion. So that's what I get from it. Um, let's see what else. So they're also saying that marijuana, like an acute marijuana induced psychosis, may predict your future illnesses. Oh my God. See, here's the thing. Now all of a sudden it's all this bad stuff. It's a gateway drug. It's this, it's that. Like, I ain't never heard anybody talk about with real marijuana, okay, that somebody's eating people's faces off, that somebody's going and robbing somebody, that somebody died from marijuana. Okay, unless you're a drug dealer and you're big time. That's different. That's a whole other level. People are reporting like long-term uses, the outcomes that are uh, being reported here, that these people have psychiatric treatments. Okay, that's not true. You can't believe everything that you read just because a blogger or a vlogger, whatever, says something. Just like you can't believe me. But a majority of you will know that what I'm saying is right about marijuana, pot, on all levels, because you know damn well that this shit doesn't make you feel like that. That it's, the person that's getting it, they're putting stuff into it, or you're buying fake stuff, of course, but not when you're smoking real shit. I'm sorry. I, I ain't never heard of such a thing. I ain't never heard anybody ODing on fucking pot, getting into a meditative like state. Yeah, okay. All right, but that's about it. And that's not hallucinations. And it's like you're aware, but whatever. So when the investigators compared a group with a large group of match controlled, like it's a controlled study, so the environment, they say they know who they're testing. People are liars, okay? People are liars. If I could tell you some of the shit that I lied about, it's fucked up shit, let me just say. Nope, they ain't gonna tell you the truth. So anyway, um, where am I? All right, so they took the people that had, they're saying, a diagnosis of drug-induced psychosis, all right, for symptoms that last at least 48 hours, or linked to an intoxication with or withdrawal from the drug, with or without withdrawal from the drug. So when they compared the group, so these people were schizophrenic, bipolar, and they experienced, this is what they're saying, acute psychotic episodes after taking alcohol, duh, opioids, duh, sedatives, cocaine, amphetamines, or hallucinogens. The most dramatic increases by far occurred in those who exhibited from the marijuana use. Really? Really? I don't believe that. Schizophrenic. No, 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 no. So, a lot of the people, I think, with the schizophrenia too, it's a mental illness. Now, if your higher self or a spirit ever says a negative thing to you, like, go kill yourself, go jump off a bridge, something like that, that is not good, positive, light energy. That is a negative entity that is fucking with you, like you're in its space. So to me, smoking marijuana, there's no way, unless it was grown in like the worst conditions, like fucking weed farm, and like they had slaves there fucking slaving the farms, and marijuana usually isn't grown in that kind of environment. I'm not saying that it's not, but sativas are lightweight, they're not dense. Indicas are dense, but it's not heavy, heavy. I don't understand that. So I've popped pills before, and let me tell you, when I was a teenager, and that was a whole other kind of high. Like, I hate that shit. I don't snuff. I don't pop opioids and shit, because I don't like that feeling. That doesn't calm me down. That either depresses me or makes me anxious or nervous or paranoid. So those people that were smoking marijuana that went into some kind of psychotic episode, they were smoking some other shit, like maybe some crank, some fucking meth, some whatevs. That's what happened there. People laced your shit. That's what it was, and that's why you were seeing stuff. I've tried shrooms. I ain't never fucking tripped out. You know, I've taken ecstasy before, and I didn't feel any differently other than my arm wouldn't let me go to sleep. And I like balanced checkbooks and bills for like hours and hours and hours. And I didn't see, feel, hear anything negative. And I didn't get the way that they told me that I was gonna get. And when I ate the shrooms, I was just giddy, but I was able to shoot pool for like 4 hours. You know what I mean? I've taken Adderall for my ADHD and my ADD because instead of treating my bipolar, that wasn't working. But when I smoke weed, guess what? That helped. When for my ADHD, I went off of the two of them, went back down to one, and I still smoke my weed. And guess what? I'm fine. Ain't tripping. You know what I mean? So I think it all has to do with the individual, the substance that they're actually smoking. Like I said, I really don't think marijuana in itself is bad. It's when you don't know whom you're getting your shit from, you know, how they went ahead and got that. You know, maybe they're trying to make more money. So they're like fucking, who knows what they're doing, mixing that shit up. So I think that's the problem. A lot of these researchers or whatever they're called, excuse me, aren't really like, it's like it is well thought out, but like the people that they're obtaining their information from, it's like before you do this, like maybe you should be running lie detector tests on these people, like for real legit. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. But that's all I got for y'all today. Deuces.